Hi you guys, this is Jen, and I'm doing a different kind of video today because I've seen a lot of posts where women say, I don't have the money for all the fancy stuff or the embellishments, and I can't afford to go to the craft store. I know exactly what that feels like because I was a single mom raising three kids, and there was a lot of times that I had absolutely no money for anything, besides the essentials. So I was messing around last night and I saw a post or a video that Patricia Viramontes did. I hope I'm saying that right. And she was just messing around with book pages and making little pockets and envelopes and stuff. And so I started playing around with it. And, with just a book page, and I mean, everybody's probably got an old book kicking around somewhere, and she was, folding them in different ways, and so I started doing that, and then I took, like, an old napkin and just started embellishing these with ink or an old napkin, pages out of a magazine. You can always find cute pictures. If you like the vintage style, you can ink them up or coffee dye them. If you don't like the vintage style, you can leave it clean and find more modern pictures in a magazine, even in a magazine like at a doctor's office or something, and you can ask them if you can take it home or if you can have it when they're done with it. You can get a lot of free stuff, if you just ask, or, lots of people like me that have tons of stuff in my stash that I don't use anymore. I'm sure people would be happy to help you out, but I was just going to show you a few of these things that I made with literally nothing but a book page. I did use my sewing machine and go around the edges. This one, I folded some triangles, and again, this wasn't my idea. I got it from Patricia's video, but, if you put this on a page, you've got one, two, technically three tuck spots if you want. And if you do have a sewing machine or something, you can stitch around it because that saves on gluing. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can glue the pages, and it works just as well. I like the sewing. I like the way it looks. Here's a little envelope. Also, like this, I took a punch and I punched out a piece of paper like this, and then I just lay it on this and spray over it. You can do that with anything, a doily, a heart shape that you cut out. You just basically lay it down on the paper and get your little spray bottle of, I make my own sprays also out of like old magic markers that the kids have that aren't really that great, and I put them in a bottle and I add alcohol to it, and then as like 24 hours later all the ink has soaked out of it, and then you've got your own little spray that you can use without, spending an arm and a leg. And, if you spray over it, it will leave a design on the paper, and then you've got, something of interest. And last night I played around with this. It was, had a tea bag, and I saved the little front of the tea bag. It was kind of pretty. It had some, I don't know what those are, cherries or something, cranberries, I guess. And so I saved the little tag and I tied it on here. This is just a piece of cardstock, and I sewed it because after I got done with the book it wouldn't fit back in here. I did put something in here that's actually from Tsunami Rose, but again, you don't have to buy anything. And I punched the edge and made this little pocket which I can put on a page. And then this is my little tiny book. You could get a picture out of a magazine if you want. I cut this out of a dictionary. It's the definition for tea kettle. And this is just a piece of book paper that I painted with some craft paint. And if you just, whitewash it or whatever, you don't have to paint it well, and let it dry, and it makes a different kind of a surface for you to use in your stuff. So these pages are the actual tea bag itself. I let the tea bag dry out, and then I stamped right on the tea bag itself, and then I used some cardstock in here, and this is actually a little rose from Tsunami Rose, but I mean, you don't have to have those kinds of things. This is something I sprayed over a doily, and you can even draw your own pictures, or you can find pictures off of greeting cards. This is an old piece of music paper. You can get it out of an old hymnal. The bottom line is you don't have to spend a lot of money to make something that will work in a junk journal. And you can come up with something that's cute if you have, I got that from Cindy McDermott, but if you have, paper, you can do almost anything. Oh, there's my bunny. I love my bunny. So this is just, a little thing to show you that you can do a lot of things or make a lot of things with very little stuff. And I think I'm at 250 subscribers. When I get to 300, I'm going to have a giveaway. So if you like my channel, then please subscribe. And when I get to 300, maybe you'll get the thing I'm going to give away. So I hope you have a good day, and I hope maybe I've given you some inspiration. Thanks. Bye.